Hi guys, so I've been doing a little bit more work to the Gorkamorka Trukk, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you what I've been up to. Right, so I've got both of them on the screen at the moment because I wanted to start off by showing you something that I've done which I'm pretty chuffed with, to be honest. So, take the orcs off here first. Just to leave the basic ones now. This here was on the old orc and it's magnetised. This is the gangplank. Just sits like that. And it's one of the gubbins you can buy for a Gorkamorka Mob as an upgrade for the vehicles. But there's also other bits and bobs that you can buy for your vehicles. And I wanted to represent them on both of these miniatures. So what I've done is I've installed a few magnets on the insides of here, and the good thing is that because these models have the same basic kit, they've got a very similar back going on here. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys. So this basically magnetizes on there, but it will also magnetize on there as well, and the same for the wrecking ball. So this here is the wrecking ball, so I can move which side it's on. Really simple. I can switch it onto the other vehicle like that, no problem at all. It just allows for a lot more flexibility, though I do have to create one more thing for the truck, and that is I'm going to need to do the big grabber, which is one of the last sort of gubbins updates that you upgrades rather that you can do. So I'll move this guy out of the way because he's finished, and take you through what I've been doing to this bad boy. So since the last video, what have we got? We've got extra exhausts, 2 of them to be exact. We've got a mounting point, sorry that's not stuck yet, mounting point for the big shooter. Of course that's now up on top, so what I had to do is I had to, let me get these out of the way, had to make a little platform there for an orc to stand on. So, stand little orc, he doesn't need to be looking in the right direction, he just needs to be on the platform so he's looking over the top of the front of the vehicle, so he can stand up there. So here, that'll be where the gunner stands. Really quite chuffed with that. So that is a mounting point for the gun, and of course I can represent when the gun gets blown off by just replacing it. Most of this you've seen, though there's a lot more going on with the details now. We've got little details under there. If you can see that there, the front here has all the bolts done on it, which I've tried to make as similar as possible to the old one. That's one of the defining characteristics of the front of these models, was those teeth on the front of them. So I wanted to mimic that as close as possible, which I think I've done fairly well on the front there. 2 little lights, I've got all sorts of details with bolts all over the place. I've also copied those 2 glyphs on the top there from both vehicles, so I'm using that as another sort of, these are the characteristics that the 2 vehicles share, because I want to try and make it look as close as possible that these were made by the same big mech, basically, by the same spanners. And one of the ways of doing that is by giving them similar characteristics as well as the general shape. Again, we've got these side panels, which you've got over here as well. Of course, these are off the orc truck, same as these glyphs. Let's take this off. Yeah, other than that, there's just a few more beaten up panels that have been put on, some bolts here and there, making it look awesome. The engines still aren't stuck in because I haven't finished with that. I've got a divider in here now, so that's where the back of the engine block will be. And of course this will be where the driver gubbins goes. I've done all the detailing on the floor here and the panel work. It's looking quite nice. There's still work to be done. I think I'm making it look a little less like it just slapped some paneling on on a flat surface, but we'll get there. There's some paneling there with some bolts. Same there. I think since the last video I've potentially put these barrels on, and I've also made the strappings that hold them on look a little bit more reinforced. Just an extra layer that's gone on there. And of course the bottom there has now got basically some ramshackled patchwork. The idea being that it's the whole idea was that they got one of these and basically chopped it down the middle, and I really wanted to keep that aesthetic in the actual model itself, and I've done that by doing that. Of course I need to add bolts all the way down there still. So that's basically where I am with the vehicle itself. Now this here is one of the attachments for the back there. It'll go like that, of course stand up, and it's basically just a piece of plastic card, and then what I do is I encapsulate a magnet within plastic card. As you can see there's basically a small box, and the magnet is inside. It's done some weird things with the styrene glue. So yeah, that's basically that. It needs some more work. It needs bolts and things and making it look awesome. And then we've got the same sort of thing going on with this here. So 2 supporting struts going down, and then the magnet is within this box in the centre there. It needs to be roughed up. I also need to do a second one of these. I quite like the detail on this. It's pretty awesome when it's on the side there. It just works quite nice. Of course the orc would be manning it like that. You have to lean across to crank it. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to, and I'm really chuffed that I managed to make a system where I can share these 2 gubbins, and of course the grabber arm, the big grabber arm, will also be magnetised on in a similar fashion. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with how that turned out, and to be honest, there's not much left to do to this. I don't think there's a few bolts and things to be put on, and a few more scratches and dints, and maybe some more plating, but it's almost done. The basic shape is there, and then I can start gluing it together properly and having the engines permanently fitted inside there, and sorting out somewhere for the driver to be. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do about the driver, to be honest. I might just have it so that an orc boy stands here, so as if he's driving while stood up, or I might actually put a driver in there, because you can buy them from Cromlech. You can buy a fairly good model, so I could just shove one of those in there. We'll have to see. Right, that was it really. So hopefully this video hasn't gone on too long, but I was pretty chuffed with how I got on with this, and I just felt the need to share it with you guys. It's fairly late if I'm seeming a bit off. I haven't been sleeping very well for the past few days. I've not been particularly well, to be honest, for the past few days. I got about 3-4 hours sleep last night, so yeah, I'm flagging a little, but yeah, I just needed to get this out there, and also I wanted to have a video up on Sunday basically, so you guys could watch it. Right, yeah, before I waffle on far too long, that's basically what I wanted to cover. Hopefully you're liking how far I've got. Of course, any suggestions for where I can go next with it, any suggestions on how I can do the big dropper big grabber thing, very welcome as well. Right then, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.